Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
Of course.
Man like you need...
Of course. Emperor!
I cannot rescue!
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands. Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Please don't kill me! Enough!
Oh, I can smell your blood!
Victory is yours! I submit!
We are routed! Fall back!
Like the bite of a flea.
Kill you!
Mercy!
Burn the vampire.
I'm on fire!
That takes
Not
care
like
of that.
this. I cannot best you.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask. A few septims ain't nothing. You can spare that, can't you? Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
Be careful.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Is that fur coming out of your ears?
Divine smile who show mercy and charity. I ask only for a little charity. Ain't asking for much. Just a few seconds. Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. How are you today? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. We'll talk another time.
Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Whiterun. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Whiterun's representative on Solstheim. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Whiterun took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion? Revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmer needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. Gioland, I was starting to wonder what happened to you.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
this load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Gioland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing it. Just pay me when you can.
Councillor Morvain is the only reason Ravenrock has survived all these years. You should pay your respects.
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost. A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine?
Send him my thanks.
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Whiterun guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio. How much longer do you intend to serve as his shield, Admiral?
The Whiterun Council tasked me with keeping Laeral alive, which I've done without question for over 100 years. He's the closest thing I've had to our brother, and we all owe him our lives. Am I to suddenly turn my back?
I'm sorry, my love. It's this island. It's never felt the same since we left Vardenfell. It's as though a part of me is missing.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves behind when they departed our homeland. All we can do is make the most of what we have.
On behalf of House Whiterun and as Councillor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome. Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skarl village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this. You've never heard of House Whiterun? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Whiterun. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Ravenrock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
How much longer do you intend to serve as his shield, Adric?
The Whiterun Council
Do
tasked
I?
me with keeping Laeral alive.
What a strange
which I've
thing.
done without question for over 100
It sounds so
years. It's the
familiar,
closest thing I've had to a
and yet I
brother.
cannot place the
We
name.
all owe him our lives. Am I
I'm
to
not
suddenly
even
turn my
sure.
back?
I can
I'm
picture
sorry,
a
my
temple
love. It's
here
this
on
island.
Solstheim.
It's never felt the same
Must
since
have been
we
a
left
bad dream.
Vardensfell. It's as though a part of me
My
is
doors are
missing.
open if you wish to
Every
discuss
done.
matters.
Left a piece of themselves behind when they... parted our homeland. All we can do is make the most of what we have.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place. I think so, but I'm not sure where I heard the name. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about a temple here on the island. Maybe it was just a bad dream. Don't like it. I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is
blood
that?
from a stone, Noblo. As it is, we don't
Oh,
care.
believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could, but I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone. We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible. Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortune? Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item. It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point, a kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them. They could be anywhere on the island. The mines might be a good place to start. If you find any while you're exploring Solstheim, bring them here, and I'll pay you for them. Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today? I've half a mind to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm. Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, the lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse in Solitude. The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim. Ah, you're just like the rest of the folks around here. Mark my words. The East Empire Company will return to Raven Rock, and when they do, I'll be at the top of their list. I think I maybe had a dream about someone with that name. It was very strange. Was I building something? A shrine down on the beach near the Earthstone? I'm not sure. The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it. Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. Just what you see here. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned.
You must be using quite a bit of your raw materials repairing their weapons and armor. I'm sorry we can't compensate you.
Not to worry, Atro. I'll recover my losses in due time. You haven't seen Crescius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Crescius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften. I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since. It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Crescius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I, traded them some goods for it. Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that. I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do. No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this.
Something amiss, Sindiri? I can sense your concern.
It's nothing.
I'm going to be fine. Captain
Return
Veles would never
anytime.
allow
You're
any
quite welcome here.
Perhaps that's reassuring.
Looking for any
enough you.
potions? Ingredients?
Something that still
Alchemical
keeps me
supplies?
awake at
I don't think so, though it sounds like a name I've heard before. Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine. No, wait. I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why. I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple? Mm-hmm. Mallory, you need to talk some sense into your husband.
You can't get
Your
blood
visit
from a stone.
here would be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Whiterun guard.
Money. That I wanted it back by first harvest.
I'll see what I can do.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. You could have just Get your thieving hands off that! Hi. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sujammer that will ever grace your lip. The finest Sujammer to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujammer. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sujammer and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you. Welcome to the Retching Netch Out. There's actually a funny story behind the name, friend. A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sujammer in hand. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised. But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born, and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at the netch, yells, "Have a drink," and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on the netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed from its maw. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick. True story, friend. True story. Coast has been dangerous lately. Lot of reavers about. I've heard they're searching for the treasure of Aknir Deathbrand, the Pirate King. If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallis up at Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place. Of course. If you're looking for a room or perhaps some libation... Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. I know everyone in Raven Rock, and they know me. The Whiterun Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more. With the mine shut down, there's no telling how much longer Raven Rock's going to last. Hopefully, Councillor Morvain has a plan. Come back if you're feeling thirsty. I'll set you up right.
Yes? Good luck out there. As the wife to the second councillor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can. Oh, how kind. Thank elders for me, won't you? Why does that sound so familiar? There's no one here by that name, and yet I swear I've heard it. I don't know. It almost feels like a dream. Something about a temple on the island. Adral Arano, second councillor of Raven Rock. How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed over it someday. He's in grave danger, and yet he continues to place himself in harm's way. When I fall asleep at night, all I can do is hope he'll still be there when I awaken. This island was never meant for us. There's too much death here. I assure you, if I could convince Adral to do that, I'd be on the next ship back to Blacklight. Unfortunately, Adral and Councillor Morvain are very close friends, and they will never abandon one another, despite my feelings. I'm the wife of a second councillor, and certain things are expected of me. The most important thing is that I stand by Adral no matter how I feel, and I intend to do that until we get off this miserable rock. Adral and I lived in Blacklight, the capital city of Morrowind. House Whiterun has improved Blacklight substantially over the last 1,000 years. Its grandeur rivals that of Mournhold itself. The root spire where the Council of Great Houses meet is something to behold. I haven't seen the city in over 50 years. Even for a Dunmer, that seems like an eternity. Regardless, I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to Councillor Morvain. My husband is second councillor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Just get them to taste my sujama. Once they take a sip, it'll sell itself. Welcome to the Retching Next Corner Club, my lord. If you need anything, Master Gildis will be happy to help you. Sorry, Gildis won't allow me to drink while I'm working at the Netch. You've done well.
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. I'm worth every coin. 5,000. I know you could almost buy a house for that much, but like I said, you'll find I'm full of surprises. I've got swords, spells, and a few other tricks up my sleeve. The best swordsman in all Morrowind is at your service. Seems like more trouble than it's worth. I never fancied becoming a miner. Rather die in the ash. I grew up in the city of Blacklight in Morrowind. That's a proper city. I've called Raven Rock my home for a number of years. I've spent enough time on Solstheim to last a lifetime. Don't even mention that place to me. It's a wretched place full of bitter Dunmer. All right.
If you're dealing with me, there's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts or end up hurt. Take that swill and pour it down a well.
Fight well.
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him.
Your visit here... What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. Remember, we're watching you.
Miserable. Just... At least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldis I appreciate it.
I'm still low.
Keep yourself safe. Solstheim
My husband
still a
Bendel
dangerous
feared
place.
visitors would shun Raven Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken. Sure, got nothing better to do. Good luck out there.
Find my pickaxe yet? Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip. Stop back anytime.
So the entire town can hear you, idiot. Just give them to me and put it on my account.
About your account, it's been a few months.
I said to put it on my account. And if you're dealing with me, there's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts or end up hurt.
Want to buy an... Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of wasting his time out here. His drinks are outstanding. Thanks. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave
Welcome
no
to
stone.
Raven Rock, Traveler. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods? The Dunmer have been growing food in the Ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever. No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up with. Just got some of my merchandise off the latest supply ship. See if anything strikes your fancy. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Looking for any potions? I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Take a look. Safe travels.
Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten. Here do we toil, that we might remember. What by day was stolen, far from ourselves. Now through him do we see.
Our hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak.
And when the world shall listen,
Not much contact with others around here. Got the Skull village to the north, but the Nords there keep to themselves.
There's nothing finer than Dark Elf Sujamma. Like nectar it is. I've been sailing the Northern Maiden across the Sea of Ghosts for nearly 20 years now. Might be time to find a new home port, though, the way things are going around here. May the wind be at your back, friend.
Talk to Captain Gowland if you're looking to book passage. The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Good luck out there.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our
Anything
law.
you can contribute.
Otherwise, you'll
Good old
answer to the
Geldis
Red
is always
Order.
managing to keep our spirits up.
Dallin can only carry so
And our
much on his
eyesight
journey,
hazy.
and I'm afraid we might run out.
Thank you.
Remember,
My doors are open.
we are watching
Don't let the
you.
states of Ravenrock... Do I?
How much longer do you intend
What a
to
strange
serve as
thing.
his shield, Admiral?
It sounds
Veteran
so
council tasked me
familiar,
with keeping Laeral alive,
and yet I
which
cannot
I've
place the
done
name.
without question for over 100 years.
I'm not
It's the
even
closest
sure.
thing I've had to
I
unravel.
can picture a temple
All oath
here
of
on
our
Solstheim.
lives. Am I to suddenly
Must have been a
turn my
bad
back?
dream.
I'm sorry, my love.
My doors are open if
Island.
you wish to discuss
Never
matters
felt the
involving
same since we left
Ravenrock.
Vardenfell. As the wife to the
Every
second
gunman
counselor
left
of
a piece of
Ravenrock, it would be my
themselves
pleasure to
behind
help
when
you
they
any
departed
way that
our
I
homeland.
can. My
All
husband
we
is
can
second counselor.
Hello,
so
friend.
I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my...
Excuse me, but the temple is for followers of our faith alone. Get that vile liquid away from me.
Mirag. It sounds very familiar.
Not someone here, but
I'm not sure I can recall.
I can't be sure. I know I've heard that name, but it doesn't feel real.
Does that make any sense?
Non-believers are never welcome here.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? My husband Bendel feared visitors would shun Raven Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken. May your path be free from danger.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Yes, Harbinger. Sorry. Gildas won't allow me to drink while I'm working at Venetch.
So what do you
done
think,
well.
Randall? You think this town will survive?
Miserable.
Just... There are many who would have already expected us to leave this place.
Sure. But then, where would you go?
A fair question, my friend. A fair question. Vendels? Not today. Too many things on my mind. Do I? I was going to say no, but somehow I feel like I do. Does that make any sense?
About House Lalu setting foot
No, I'm sure of that. And yet, I think I had a dream of a temple, and he was there.
You're doing your job, Adral.
Pleasant journey, Sergio.
Always a pleasure
Is
to
something
watch when...
amiss,
Well,
Sindiri?
tell Geldas that Miri
can
says she
sense your
really
concern.
appreciates it.
It's nothing.
That's not someone who lives in Raven Rock, I don't
Captain
think.
Veleth would never
But
allow
it
anything to
sounds
happen
so
to us.
familiar.
Perhaps that's reassuring enough for you.
Maybe.
But it's something that
I
still
can't help but
keeps me
think
awake.
of some sort of temple on the island. Why would that be? You have my thanks.
Welcome to the retching net. Perfect. All that's left now is to go ahead and wait for the patrons to come in. As promised, here's a little something for yourself. The ash spawn attacks on the bulwark are getting worse. Captain Veleth is trying his best, but I think the Whiterun Guard are overwhelmed. I heard crazy old Cressius has been sneaking into Raven Rock Mine again. At his age, he's going to get himself killed in there. Heard that Reeklings got a hold of Thirsk Mead Hall, forced the Nords who live there to move to a camp nearby.
Is something amiss, Sindiri?
Words reached us that the dragons have
It's
returned.
nothing.
I wonder if we'll see them in Solstheim.
Captain Veleth would never allow anything to happen to us.
Perhaps that's reassuring
Watch
enough for
yourself
you.
out there.
But it's
Looks
something
like
that
an ash
still
storm
keeps
might be
me awake
brewing.
at night.
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. The best swordsman in all Morrowind is at your service. Then let's be off. Right behind you.
Is something amiss, Sindiri? I can sense your concern.
I wonder what became of Saint Geo. I met him once, you know.
Captain Veleth would never allow anything to happen to us.
Perhaps that's reassuring enough for you, but it's something that still keeps me awake at night.
He's been sitting in the sun for a week.
Look, I know why you're here. I'll get the coin, I promise.
If you want that beautiful wife of yours to stay that way, you better.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club. Thank you. Here, this is for you. Haven't heard anything lately, but check back with me. You never know. Come back if you're feeling thirsty. I'll set you up right.
Isra, can you hear me?
And when?
It is not safe here. We must go back to the village.
That world will cease to be.
Oh, it's walking. I wish there was a silk string.
That they have forgotten.
You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storm, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. The stories say he sought to claim Solstheim for himself. Who's there?
Shit, Goran!
Oh!
You nasty one! I will purify the world.
No, I will go in Mirak's name. I do not fear death.
Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple.
Draugr again. What else do you find in these damned crypts? But waves and waves of Draugr.
Take your time. I shall follow you when you're ready.
Find them. Ha! Found you!
By the Allmaker!
Mirak, help me!
I thank you for your protection, Allmaker. What's that?
I've been itching for a fight.
There was no other way it could end. We must be careful in these ruins. Traps can be anywhere, And there will likely be many. Miraak was trying to take power here, and protect himself in the process. I do not wish to imagine the kinds of things that happened in this chamber. Who are the poor souls, trapped in these cages? What tortures did they suffer at Miraak's hands? Was it in service to the dragons? Or for his own purposes? Look up there. I think I see something.
Despite the foul beings that infest
The
us,
stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way out. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I shall look around. We can proceed when you are ready. Impressive. Was it worth the effort?
Is someone there?
Your bolt's reign ends now! None shall stand against Mira!
I do not fear death.
I shall not.
There was no
I
other
never
way it
get
could end.
tired of that sound.
There was no other way it could end. What's that? I will not fall.
What was that?
I thank you for
Good
your
enough.
protection, Allmaker.
I've been itching. I knew it! I'm on your side!
And so it ends. What's that?
Come on!
Victorious again. What's that? I knew I heard something! I do not fear death. Now we end it. What's that?
I've been
And
itching
so it
for a
ends.
fight.
I will not fall. I will not fall. I will not fall. What? I'm not going down there. It would be foolish to attempt it. You have a much better chance than I to make through these traps. I have no doubt that lever turns these blades off. I shall wait here for now. Thank you. Mirac with great pain has made it difficult to reach him, it seems. Let us hope that is the last of these traps.
Find them!
Who's there? I do not know what it is Mirac learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters, but his path seems to have been a cruel one. I wonder if we will find some answers to what happened so long ago. Where did you come from?
That's it.
Is someone there? Interesting. This may be worth exploring. I suspected there would be something down here. Do you know those spells already?
I never get tired of that sound. I've been itching. Die!
How much deeper can this be? I had been told that Mirak's power was great, but to have built so large a temple, it cannot be much farther now. I feel it in my bones. I had heard Mirak had turned against the dragon cult, but to display the remains in such a manner as this... Something feels wrong. Brace yourself!
What? You're dead!
I will strike
What are you doing?
I do not fear death. Dead end? Impossible. There must be something more. Look around. I will let you know if I find anything in the dining area. I knew it! A secret passage in the dining area just opened up. This must be it. Let us move quickly. I wonder if there is something here that tells the story of Mirak. Nothing but ruined books. I do not recognize this statuary. We passed by a few of them earlier, but they are becoming more frequent as we get further in. I do not like this place. It almost looks as if these statues will come to life at any moment. It is eerily quiet. I do not suspect that will be the case the further we go. Be on your guard.
What can I do for you? If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
Lead on!
What's our next move? If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure. Good.
There are magics at work here. Ready yourself. This book, it seems wrong.
The time comes soon when... What? Who are you to dare set foot here? Ah. You are Dragonborn. I can feel it. And yet... You have slain a great many dragons, I see. And yet... You have no idea of the true power a Dragonborn can wield. This realm is beyond. You have no power here. And it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also mine. I already control the minds of its people. Soon they will finish building my temple, and I can return home. Send him back where he came from. He can await my arrival with the rest of Tamriel.
What happened to you? You read the book and then... It seemed as though you were not really here. I could see you, but also see through you. Where? Where is he? Can we reach him? Can we kill him? This is a dangerous thing, then. We should return to my village and show this to my father. Perhaps Storn can make sense of what is going on. Come, there looks to be a way out through here.